Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. This is GCSE Maths exam sprint series. Simultaneous equations is a very popular exam question. There are a couple of different variations of this you can get. You can get normal simultaneous equations like this one on the board. You can get simultaneous equations that come as a result of a worded problem where you need to do that, which I will do in a later video. Then you can also get simultaneous equations with a quadratic and simultaneous equations with a graph. So it could be two linear graphs, one quadratic, one linear graph, or a circle graph and a linear. So there are a few different variations. I'll do one video for each, but let's do this basic one first. Pause the video, give this a try. 4a and 2b is equal to 10. Let's call this is your equation 1. 5a and 3b is 12. Let's say this is 2. Now, to solve simultaneous equations, we need to have the same a terms or same b terms. Now, in this question, you can see we have 4a and 5a. So they are different. And I've got 2b and 3b. They are also different. So we need to try and make one of them the same. I can either make my a values the same, or I can make the b's the same. There's no right or wrong way of doing it. You can do either way and you'll get exactly the same answer. Now, let's try and make b the same. So to do that, I've got a 2 here. The coefficient of b is 2. So I'm going to multiply all of this second equation by 2. That's your step 1. Multiply the first one by the coefficient of the other one, which is 3. Times by 3, times by 3, times by 3. Now, I have seen that students usually put a 3 here instead of 3, 3, 3. But the problem with that is, I've seen this when marking papers, sometimes students forget to multiply the last number. So, the best way to do this is to put the number above each one. It's going to take like 5 seconds more, but it's going to avoid making that mistake, especially when you are in a haste in the exam environment. Plus 3 times 2b gives me 6b. 10 times 3 gives me 30. That's my new equation 1. 2 times 5a is 10a, plus 2 times 3b is 6b. 2 times 12 is 24. So that's my new equation 2. Now you can see you've got the same thing here, 6b and 6b. Remember, when you have the same sign inside the circle, because they are both positives, it could be positive, positive or negative, negative. So what matters is that it is the same sign. If it is the same sign, you always take away. So how do we take away? We take away these two. 12a take away 10a gives me 2a. Then we take away these two. Obviously, 6b take away 6b is nothing. That's exactly the point of doing this because I need to get rid of the b's. So there's nothing there. Now I need to subtract 24 from 30. That gives me 6. So 2a is equal to 6. Obviously, divide both sides by 2. Cross, cross. A is equal to 3. So once I find my value of a, I'm going to substitute in the first equation. I can do it in first one or second one. Doesn't matter, one of them really. Now let's do the substitution here. 4a plus 2b is equal to 10 is my original equation. But I know now a is 3. So let's put 3 here. I get 4 times 3 plus 2b is equal to 10. 4 times 3 is 12 plus 2b is equal to 10. Obviously move the 12 to the other side. So I get 2b is equal to 10 take away 12. 10 take away 12 is negative 2. Divide by 2 to get the b on its own. So I get the value of b as negative 1. So I know my answers now. A is 3 and B is negative 1. Now, there's a way to check if you got this right. Now, this is all the question really is asking you to do, to find the values of A and B. Now, here's how you check this. Let's substitute in the second equation. Now, do not use the one that you already used. Use the other one. 5A plus 3B is equal to 12. Now, let's substitute. I know A is 3. So, let's put 3 here. 5 times 3. Add 3 times, I know B is negative 1. Let's put it here. 15. 3 times negative 1 is take away 3. The answer is 12. If I got the same thing here and here, that is an indication that I got it right. When I did this question earlier, I made B values the sign. Now, what if we made A is the sign? We should technically get the same answer. Let's see if that one works. So, how do I do that? I've got a 4 here. So, I have to multiply this one by 4, this and this one. And I've got a 5 here. So, I have to multiply all of the first equation, every term, by 5. Now, let's see what we get. 5 times 4a gives me 20a plus 5 times 2b gives me 10b. 10 times 5 gives me 50. 4 times 5a is 20a plus 12b equals 48. Now, we need to circle the like terms, and you can see 20a and 20a, they are exactly the same. So I'm going to circle it. And they are both positive, like there's no sign in here, but that means they're positive. So same sign means you take them away. Now, 20a take away 20a is nothing. 10b take away 12b is negative 2b equals 50 take away 48. 50 take away 48 is 2. Divide both sides by negative 2. Negative 2, cross them out, b is equal to negative 1. Now, like before, substitute in 1. Let's do that. 4a plus 2b is equal to 10. Now, this is exactly what we got earlier. But if you remember, when we made b's the same, we got the value of a first, then the value of b. Now this time we made a is the same. We got the value of b first, followed by a. But it's exactly the same answer. Right. Now let's do this question in another way. Now in this method, what we are going to do is to substitute. So let's make one of the letters the subject. We can make A the subject or B the subject. We can use one of them. So let's use the first one. So I'm going to move 4a to the other side. So what do we get? 2b is equal to 10 take away 4a. Now I need to make one of the letters the subject. I'm trying to make b the subject. So let's divide both sides by 2. So these 2 gets cancelled out. So I get b is equal to 10 minus 4a over 2. Now I can see both 10 and 4a are even numbers. So I can factorize a 2 out. So let's take 2 out. 5 minus 2a. Why? Because 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4a over 2. Now in this question, these 2 gets cancelled out. Now it does not happen all the time. Sometimes you just get an expression with a fraction. But in this one, we know that they get cancelled out. So I know b is equal to 5 minus 2a. Now, we are going to substitute 5 minus 2a instead of this b here in the other equation. So let's do that. Let's put 5 minus 2a instead of this b. So we get 5a add 3 bracket 5 minus 2a. Just replace this b by that because they are the same, is equal to 12. Now this equation here has only a, so I can solve it. 5a add 3 times 5 is 15. Take away 6a is equal to 12. Negative a is equal to negative 3. Divide both sides by negative 1 because I can cancel out these two. So I know a is equal to 3. Now after this you can just do the same thing. I know what my a is. To get b, I can put it in here. b is equal to 5 minus 2a. So my b is negative 1. If you remember, this is exactly what we got earlier. So same answers using a different method. This question can also be done in another way. So here's the third method. So to do this way, you need to make one of the letters the subject from each one. You can do it for A, you can do it for B. There's no rule about it. You can do it either way. Let's do with A now. So I'm going to make A the subject from the first one. And I'm also going to do the same thing with the second one. Let's do that. Move the 2B to the other side. So I get 4A is equal to 10 take away 2B. I need to make A the subject. So obviously divide both sides by 4. Now I can clearly see this 4 and this 4 gets cancelled out. So from the first one I get A is equal to 10 take away 2B over 4. Now let's call this equation 1. Let's do the same thing with the second one. Move the 3B to the other side. So I have 5A is equal to 12 take away 3B. But I need to make A the subject. So divide both sides by 5. So I can clearly see the 5's get cancelled out. So I have A is equal to 12 take away 3B over 5. This is my equation 2. Equation 1 is A is equal to that. Equation 2 is A is equal to this. Now, you can clearly see the left-hand sides of both 1 and 2 are the same. The right-hand sides should also be the same. So let's do this one. Now, this is a normal equation that we can solve. So how do I do that? Just cross multiplication. Let's do that. 5 bracket 10 take away 2b is equal to 4 bracket 12 take away 3b. Negative 10b plus 12b is equal to 48 take away 50. 12b take away 10b is obviously 2b is equal to negative 2. B is equal to negative 1. Now I can substitute in 1. Now you have negative 2 times negative 1. Obviously that's plus 2 over 4. So A is equal to 12 divided by 4 and you get 3. Now you have 3 different methods of doing the same question and you got exactly the same answer. So that's how you do linear simultaneous equations. In the exam, you have the choice of any of these 3, whichever one works for you. Most students and most teachers I know use the first method, but you can use any one of these methods provided that you do it right. Or sometimes you can do it in one way and then you can use another method to check if your answer is right.